Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing this makeup look right here for Valentine's Day. Obviously this is a more dramatic look tying in pinks and burgundies, and it's a cut crease and it's bold. And if you want a more toned down version, a more wearable Valentine's Day look, just let me know down below. But if you want to see how to get this look right here step by step, then just keep on watching. As usual, we are going to prime the eyes, and today I'm going to be using my Sigma Beauty eyeshadow primer in the shade Persuade, and I'm just going to apply that all over the eyelid. And you guessed it, blend it out with a Zoeva 142 brush. Making sure to get this inner corner where I have the most discoloration, and taking it up towards the brow. Okay, for the eyeshadows, just use whatever you have. I'm going to be using a Morphe palette that is discontinued, but if you have anything in your collection similar, just use that. That is one thing that I have come to terms with since I've been back to YouTube for the past year, is I need to buy some new palettes because I have a large collection, but a lot of them are discontinued. So I just need to buy some new ones. So let me know, what are some of your favorite brands for eyeshadow palettes? I'm going to be going in with the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. The reason I'm going in with this one is because it has some of my favorite burgundy tones out of any palette I've ever purchased. So basically this section right here is what I'm referring to. So I want to make sure that these eyeshadows have a really nice blend. So I'm actually going to be setting that crease, and I'm just using a face powder that is similar to my skin tone and just a flat brush. This is a Sigma E60 brush. Just applying that from the inner corner to the outer corner. Basically anywhere in the crease where you're going to apply your shadow. First, I'm going to take the shade Perfectionist right here. I just got that on my brush and tapped off most of the product. This is a Sigma E35 brush. I'm just going to apply that into the crease. I don't want this look to be too brown because we're going to be dipping into a lot of pinks and burgundies, but I do still want some sort of transition. So that's why I'm using such a small amount of this. Just going in with a little bit more. Applying it on that outer part of the crease, and then blending inwards and blending upwards towards the brow. And now we have that nice transition going on. Next, I'm going to take Lolly Mama, and with a Sigma E25 brush, I also tapped off my brush to make sure there's not too much product right here. I'm going to kind of do the same thing, but I'm going to keep it more directly into that crease area. And I'm going to take it a little bit towards the inner part of the eye because we are going to be doing a cut crease shape, and then blending it down towards that outer corner. So this is going to blend nicely because we already put down that crease color. I'm going to dip back into that E35 brush with no additional product and diffuse those edges out. That way I'm not bringing that pink up even higher. I'm just going in with a little bit more to re-intensify that crease, just because I feel like it needs a little bit more. Yeah, that's better. And then I'm just repeating that same process. Now I'm going to apply Oh Hello. Now with a Sigma E27 brush, I'm going to start by putting that on the outer corner. Just using stamping motions, I'm using the side of the brush, kind of that flat side, to apply this. Just going in with a little bit more. I have not done my concealer, that way if I get any fallout, I can just clean it up. I definitely think that is the best option when doing colorful looks like this, or dark looks. Now I'm getting that color on the tip of the brush. I'm going to bring it in where we're going to put that cut crease. And then dipping back in with that E25 with no product, diffuse the edges. I always like to go back in with the previous brush to blend things out. That way I'm not, again, applying more and more of that darker color, because this brush has lighter colors on it, if that makes sense. I'm not too worried about this right here yet. Right now we're focusing on the blending. Next I'm taking Crazy, and for this I'm using a Sigma E45 brush, and this is going to go on the very outer corner. You can see that's much darker. I'm just doing little stamping motions. And then I'm going to start bringing it in. And then I'm going to use the tip of this brush, you can see it comes to a point, to drag it out a little bit right here. And then now that I have that placed, I'm going to take that last brush and blend out the edges. So then I'm dipping into the E25. And then blending it out. I went ahead with that dark color and got into my mirror and just re-intensified that a little bit more. Now we're going to do a cut crease. And for that, I'm taking the Juvia's Place Eye Primer in the shade 1. I'm just going to look down into my mirror to do this. This is an old concealer brush from Dose of Colors. I don't even know if they still make it, but just any really flat brush will work. And I'm just going to create that cut crease shape. I'm actually going to take it up a little bit higher. I do have a slight hood to my eyes, so I spend a lot of time doing this step. I'm just going to blend in this right here with my finger. Okay, so now that I have the shape that I am looking for, we're gonna go ahead and set this because this will start to crease really quickly. I'm first gonna take the shade Certified, and with a tiny MAC 228 brush, I'm gonna set the inner, I don't know, I'd say it's about here with that shade. And I'm really packing this on because I want this to be bright. Okay, I'm actually gonna take it a little bit more. I'd say like halfway across the eye. And then we're going to start that gradient. So I'm going to take Lolly Mama, which was that lightest pink that we used, and that E25, and I'm just going to press it on the cut crease area. It's going to mix with the light shade that we did, and it's going to make it a little bit of a lighter pink. So it's going to transition a lot easier. I'm going to take this up to the actual crease. So I'm just doing patting motions. I'm going to go back and forth to blend it into the white. And you see that blend was created. And now with the E27 and Oh Hello, we're going to do the same thing. It's just obviously not going to go in as far. I'm actually going to take the light pink a little bit more in on the bottom. So it's almost like this direction. So we're going to bring Lolly Mama in. And then back in with Oh Hello, I'm going to bring that a little bit more diagonal. You see I'm just stamping. I'm not doing a lot of like blending because it's going to end up mixing all these colors together, which is what I don't want. And lastly, with that E45, I'm going to take Crazy and do the same thing. And then right here, I took it in a little bit too far, so I'm going to go in with the Oh Hello brush and then blend it out. And then a little bit more of the Lolly. I feel like these type of looks are a lot of back and forth just to really get that blend. Then more of that light color. I do want to add a little bit of black, so this is Temptress. I'm just going in with an E30 pencil brush by Sigma. I'm going to put this on that very outer corner, and I'm going to keep this closer to the lash line. I'm just kind of stamping it. Again, I have not done my concealer yet. I'm just continuing to pat to blend that out until I'm happy with the blend. So I just cleaned up that line right here with a makeup wipe. I'm going to do my concealer really quick, put on some mascara. I'm not going to do lashes until the end, and then we'll come back and do the lower lash line. So I just wiped off that E27 brush, and I'm taking that Perfectionist shade, which was that neutral shade we used initially. I'm going to run that across the lower lash line. Now I'm taking Lolly Mama with a MAC 219 pencil brush. I'm going to use more stiffer brushes on the lower lash line because I don't want to get this pink all over my face. You guys watch my videos, you know I typically use like fluffier brushes still on the lower lash line because I like a very blown out lower lash line. I'm taking that all the way in, and now with an E20 I'm taking Oh Hello, and I'm going to take this about halfway in, similar to the upper lid area. I'm just kind of stamping along that lower lash line, making sure it connects right here on this outer corner. And now with an E15, which is a little bit more of a skinnier brush, I'm going to take Crazy and take that about 1/3 of the way in. Again, connect it on this outer corner. As you see, stamping motions. We don't want this everywhere. And then last but not least, with that E15 brush, I'm going to take the black eyeshadow, and this is going to go on the very outer third. Again, connect it. I'm going to leave it like that. And with that E20 with no more product, I'm going to stamp to blend. Now I'm going to take the shade I'm In It, and this is going to go on that inner corner. And this has a pretty pink shift to it. Like if I turn to the side, you can see where it turns a little bit more pink. Since this look is very 2016, we're also going to put this on the brow bone because why not? Just a little bit. I really want to go along the cut crease shape with like a pink glittery liner, but I don't have one. The only thing I have that's like a pink glitter is a loose glitter, and I don't want to risk messing it up. So we're going to leave it So here's what it looks like. I'm going to pop on some lashes and show you the completed look. I just popped on some lashes and lower lash mascara, and here is the look completed. I absolutely love how this turned out. I don't want to take it off, but it's 11 o'clock at night, so I'm going to. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you in my next video.